That's right, Audrey. They have the gate blocked here at the Valley High entrance. It's right at the intersection of Valley High and Springvale. You can see behind me, this is a very active scene. We're seeing San Antonio Fire is out here, San Antonio Police, along with authorities from the base here. We don't have a lot of details of what exactly is going on. We do know there have been reports of an active shooter. We talked to some people here that are not able to get back onto the base. They said they're just waiting to find out exactly what's going on as well. Now, we did talk to someone that told us that the public affairs individual will be out here within the next 5 or 10 minutes to give us an update of what's going on. I can tell you that I went behind, there's a hotel right next door, and you can see from the other side of the gate, outside the gate of course, you can see authorities in camouflage running around. It looks like they're trying to figure out exactly what's going on as well. So we hope to get some more details soon. They have asked us not to get specific footage of the gate. That's why we're showing more of the police cars and the fire trucks here in this area. Once again, that we will give some more information as soon as we can. We do know this once again, the base is on lockdown. We know that the intersection of Valley High and Springvale is closed. Traffic is backed up on Valley High for a long way. People just waiting to get through. But as soon as we have some details, we will provide them on air and online. Reporting live out here at Lackland, Vanessa Croykins 5 Eyewitness News.
All right, like you just heard, Joint Base San Antonio Lackland is on lockdown after reports of an active shooter, and it was just about 15 minutes ago that JBSA-Lackland did post this to their Facebook and Twitter page, asking all personnel to implement lockdown procedures. And like you just heard from our crew there on the scene, this all apparently happened at the Valley High entrance. We're working to get more information. SAPD is assisting in this investigation, and we'll bring you more as it becomes available both on air and on KENS5.com. Keep it right here for the very latest.
Rheumatoid arthritis.
Right in front of the base, you can see behind me, there's DPS out here, San Antonio Police, San Antonio Fire, and of course Army personnel. Once again, they do have the entrance to the building locked. We're live at 4, 5, and 6. Oh, here we got a press release. Oh, here we go. Okay, we got. Hey guys, Monica. No, y'all can't hear me. Can y'all hear me? Hold on, Monica. Hold on. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? We just got this press release. Okay, we just got this press release. Do you guys want me to do anything about that? Okay, yeah, well, they just sent it to us. I mean, it sent out to everybody. Okay.
For us from officials, Vanessa.
Yeah, Audrey, right now we just heard from JBSA-Lackland that they are currently looking in this area for 2 suspected shooters who were shooting at the base from the outside the gate. Now, you can take a look behind me. You can see that San Antonio Fire, San Antonio Police, DPS, they're all here looking for those shooters. The base did confirm there was a report of an active shooter. They're looking for a suspected 2 people who fired shots from off base towards JBSA-Lackland. They tell us that there were trainees in the area. The shooters fled the area. They fled the scene, and they are looking for those individuals right now. Now, the base is continued to be on lockdown. They have the intersection at Valley High and Springvale completely closed. The gates to the main gate is closed, and right now you can see traffic is backed up. I would assume probably all the way back to Highway 90 on Valley High Drive because this area is blocked. And they did ask us not to get specific shots of the gate. That's why you're just seeing shots of the police activity out here. But I can tell you that we have seen Army personnel on the other side of the fence running the area. Looks like they are looking for those people. There are also some Army personnel stationed at the hotel. It's an Oyo hotel next door, perhaps looking for those shooters in that area as well. That's all the information we have right now. We anticipate that we will hear from Public Affairs from the base anytime now. We'll bring you an update at that time. Reporting live right now at Lackland, Vanessa Croy, KENS 5 Eyewitness News.
All right, thanks, Vanessa. So still a really active situation there at Joint Base San Antonio Lackland, which is on a lockdown after a report of an active shooter. And we've just learned from our crew on the scene that they suspect that there were 2 shooters shooting from outside the base, but pointing their guns at that gate there at Valley High and Springvale. Our crew at the scene just tell us that Valley High is backed up all the way close to Highway 90. So if you're driving in that area, you're going to want to avoid that area because it is still on lockdown. And we are waiting to hear from military personnel for an official update. So we're going to bring you the very latest, both on air and online. Stick with KENS 5 for the very latest. But again, there were 2 suspected shooters who were shooting from outside the base there at JBSA-Lackland for that lockdown. But right now we want to go to Holly Stover, who has been watching the roadways. Holly, there is, a major backup in that area because of this lockdown.
Exactly, Audrey. Along with those issues near the Valley High Gate, I'm also seeing some slowdowns near another gate, their West Gate. This is on West Military at Highway 90. You can't see it on this map now. This information is coming in from TxDOT. So again, the issues that are happening here on West Military is an area that leads you down to the East Gate of Luke Gateway. So be prepared. You're going to have some slowdowns here along with that Valley High Gate that Vanessa mentioned. Audrey?
All right, thanks so much, Holly. So a lot of congestion in that area because Joint Base San Antonio Lackland is on lockdown after reports of an active shooter. And we've just learned from officials there that they suspect two people were shooting from outside the base, but pointing at the base directly at that gate at Valley High in Springvale. Apparently, no reports of anyone injured, but they are searching for those two shooters who did take off shortly after that. So SAPD, fire are at the scene. SAPD is assisting in that search. All right, stick right here with KENS 5 and KENS5.com for all the very latest.
Imperfections of my own, and I've seen that when I do that, other men tend to meet me with similar vulnerability and honesty, and then collectively we learn from each other. And I think just me getting so comfortable with being
Monica? Monica, can you hear me? Hey, no, sorry, I was talking. I didn't realize. Yeah, okay. So they told us a little while ago that the Public Affairs was going to come out here and talk to us, and then they sent the press release. So I don't know if that's in place of someone actually talking to us or not. I just talked to two security personnel that are out here manning the area, but they said they didn't have any information. So that's all I got right now. But we'll be ready if they come out. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Okay, super. Oh, that's not San Antonio fire, that's Air Force. Oh well. Yeah, I just saw that. I was tweeting it right now. Thank you. Cliff, you want some water? I'm gonna go in there and get some water.
I'll be good for a little bit.
Are you sure? Okay, if anything happens, text me to run back over.
No, still waiting.
He doesn't want it. Turn my mic off for a minute, save battery. Yeah, it's on. Just to save battery. Monica talks to me.
I've been
just
on.
turn it back on. Oh. Monica, I can hear you. Can you hear me now? Turn me back on. Can you hear me? Okay, okay. Can we do another cut in? Can you hear me? There we go, Monica. Sorry about that. I turned my mic off to save the battery. Can you hear me now? Okay, sorry about that. I turned it off to save battery. Whew. What's going on? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Cliff, I'm going to walk back over here to see what they're doing by the hotel. I'll be right back. Yeah, now can you hear me? Okay, sorry, Cliff turned my mic off. Oh no, I ran into the restaurant, yeah, because I wanted to see if they had cameras, and they do. So they were looking at them, but they didn't think most of the cameras are pretty tight to the restaurant. But the guy's going to look at the one shot for me. I gave him my number, so maybe if they have something. So what? Say it again. I'm sorry. Valley High. Valley High. Yeah. So some of the Army, I don't know the right word, is it individuals? Like, what do I call them? Like the people that work on base. They told me it's the main gate. I don't know if she heard me. Okay, literally. Is it up?
You're still up.
Okay. My phone's dying too. I may have to go sit in the car and charge my phone for a few minutes. I know. I mean, we're parked pretty close, and Cliff can keep an eye on things if I have to. I'm gonna let it go a little bit longer. No, it looks like some SAPD units went inside the base. DPS, I don't know if they pulled off when I was inside the restaurant. I don't see the DPS units in here. I walked over by the hotel, and it looks like the security officers are over there kind of canvassing the area. But even they pulled their car away. So I don't know if they believe they've left the area or what. But it's not as busy out here as it was. As far as I know, they still have the base blocked. Traffic is still backed up in this area, so I would assume so. Let me see if I can, let me check their tweet again. Let me use my other phone. I'm afraid my phone's gonna die. Okay, yeah, yeah. Their latest tweet was 31 minutes ago, so that's all I have. Okay. Monica, for a few minutes, to charge my phone. Okay, I don't think they got that. Throat Cliff.
And I will make sure that I let you all know where you need to be standing so that you can get this on camera.
Could you just bring them over here? Since the multitudes are here, it's a lot easier to be out of traffic.
So I will work that. I just don't want the restaurant in the back.
Oh, it's
no,
not.
No,
It's not.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's probably easier for the team too.
So this is just the preparation for somebody to actually talk to us on camera?
Yes, so I'm here to come out and just introduce myself and let you know that a press conference will start at 2:30.
Your name, miss?
My name is Angelina Casares, and I'm with JBSA Public Affairs. I'm the Public Affairs Acting Director right now.
Do you have a contact number?
So our phone number on the press release is area code 210-671-2908, and that rings here at the Lackland Public Affairs shop. I have people manning the phones right now. My name for spelling purposes is Angelina. Last name Casares or Casares, Casarez. And once again, I am the acting director for Joint Base San Antonio Public Affairs.
And the person giving us a press conference will be?
The person giving the press conference will be Lieutenant Colonel Brian Lovelace, and he is oh my God, I'm so sorry. It's been a busy day. He is the commander for the Security Forces Squadron here at Joint Base San Antonio Lackland.
Lieutenant Colonel Brian Lovelace.
Yes.
Definitely with a Y or Y?
B-R-I-A-N. Lovelace.
Lovelace.
L-O-V-E-L-E-S-S.
Thank you.
Thank you. Can you tell us anything about the situation at this time? As you know, is the situation still active?
So right now, all I can tell you is that we have modified the lockdown, but we're getting ready to push out the exact verbiage on a press release. So as soon as I have that, I will heavily reviewed by our leadership, and my understanding is it was authorized to be pushed out about 2 minutes ago, right before I stepped out here to talk to you. So I want to give you the right information.
And Lovelace is the commander of the security squadron.
Here at JBSA-Lackland.
Got it. Thank you, Angelina.
All right. We'll see you all in a few minutes.
You said you didn't see any video or audio.
At this time, I
Good, I'm still on shift. Where would I go?
God, my phone is still dying. What?
He's gonna.
Gene's going to do the press. We have to be ready.
Yeah, he's gonna.
Okay. But the problem is we have to be ready to go on camera right afterward.
Yeah, so I'm gonna tell them to.
Bring me a battery.
Bring another one. I'm gonna let him do this, cover this. Chris, I'll tell them.
But then I'm going to have to run all the way back over there.
We're gonna stay open.
No, I have
You need to stay here.
yeah, I got to stay here. Yeah. Yeah, 'cause
Should I get over here then?
well, I mean, all I'm saying is if you want me on camera after the presser, my mic's not cooked up to Gene, so otherwise I'd have to run all the way across the
Stand
street.
back here behind me, and then she can walk over to your mic.
Or just put like right over there. Or maybe just right there. That's going to be easier.
Clifford, battery.
If they give me control.
That's the live view.
Okay, you're good right there. Now, I don't know if there's going to be reporters here or not,
There.
but yeah, I think that should work. You need another microphone though.
Cliff! Sorry.
Well, what's wrong with that?
There you go.
It looks like they're about to go, so you better.
Gene, you got the mic. Okay.
Mike's up there.
Okay.
You're good, you're good. I don't want no problem.
Hey, Gene, can I record this on your phone? Mine's about ready to die. No, okay, it's okay, it's okay. Well, now I'll hold it. It's okay, it's okay, no. It's okay, I'll use mine. I just can't find the voice.
Yeah, this is it. Let's take it there. You want me to stay here? Yes, back. Sure? Okay. It's about the yeah. About the shop for Jim on a one day. Bueno. ABC, test 1, 2, 3. That's too loud.
Check. Mic check outside JBSA-Lackland, Valley High, west side of JBSA-Lackland. Lieutenant Colonel Brian Lovelace about to talk. Check. Everybody's mic good? Check your levels. This is Garrett Berger, KSAT 12. Also Univision, also Ken's, also KABB, for at least for live check purposes, or mic check purposes.
Could you do a mic check in Spanish, please?
Soy Güero Generico Berger. Right, mic check. Everybody good?
I'll never speak in Spanish around this guy again. All right. Whoa, now I know your secret.
I listen to my Spanish enunciation comes from listening to Spanish radio. Jeff Davis commercials in Spanish.
It's actually from the soap operas that he watches. There you go. Exactly. You should be okay. Just don't be shocked if it hands over and it starts up. Why don't you love me anymore, Maricela?
Right, Brian Lovelace, B-R-I-A-N or Y-A-N? I-A-N.
I-A-N. No, it's I.
And then Lovelace, Loveless.
Sinamor. Brian Sinamor. Lovely. Linda Lovelace. Brian Linda Lovelace. Linda. Melissa Barraza.
¿En inglés?
Pues habla en inglés también.
Vamos a cambiar ahora.
Nice cologne. Nice cologne.
Yeah. So who's briefing?
Hey, I just put the name of the guy.
He's the guy. I mean, he's the guy that should be know everything.
She's telling them. Is this not the manners or?
No, exactly. Joey, what can you tell me about Mr. Cooper? Is he still here in San Antonio?
He was going back and forth to Raleigh because I'm actually going up for
To where?
Yeah, he's standing
Up there?
Yeah, Raleigh.
Yeah, yeah.
He was working for an hour. But not anymore. He's back here now. That's his birthday.
Yeah. He posted something. And I think he has another dog, cowboy.
Just remember, I haven't heard his song. I think it's a car. I'm getting ready. He's getting ready to speak, but he doesn't think he's ready. Okay, because I literally, he's coming up.
Ready?
We are just about ready. So I'm just going to go over ground rules right now. This isn't anything that we need to go live for yet, but does anybody need to mic up Lieutenant Colonel Lovelace, or are you all good with sound check? Sound check good? 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 Okay. So while he's getting mic'd up here, once again, my name is Angelina Casares. I'm the Acting Director for Joint Base San Antonio Public Affairs. I'm here with Lieutenant Colonel Brian Lovelace, and how we're going to work this press conference is we're going to have him open up with a situational update for you all, and then we can open up to some questions, and then if you have anything else after that, we will wrap up. Okay? Does that sound great? Okay. Sir?
All right. Hello, my name is Lieutenant Colonel Brian Lovelace. I'm the commander of the 802nd Security Forces Squadron here at Lackland Air Force Base. And I want to give you a brief synopsis of why we're all here today. Ultimately, at about 11:50 early this afternoon or morning, we heard a call come into our dispatch of possible gunshots fired from an off-base perimeter location, allegedly coming into the installation at one of our facilities on the installation. So ultimately we responded as appropriately and didn't determine anything up front, but upon further review and investigation, we're trying to investigate a couple of leads right now to confirm gunshots actually did take place on the installation. Now I'm happy to report that no matter what happened, no injuries have been reported. We do have a couple of leads on what occurred that we're investigating right now. So again, once again, no injuries reported, and we are investigating certain leads and trying to confirm whether gunshots actually did occur from off the installation. And I'm happy to take any questions you may have.
Is it possible this is a false alarm?
We're investigating that right now, sir. So there's a couple of leads right now we're working right now to kind of confirm exactly what occurred, but we do have some solid reports that 2 gunshots were fired into the installation.
When you talk about shots being fired,
did anybody see any people?
No reports of anybody visually seen shooting firearms from off the installation, but again, we're following up on leads.
There was originally a report of 2 shooters. Is that still the case then?
Not confirmed right now, sir. We're still investigating that.
Who will tell you shots were fired? You have guards 24 hours a day over here at the perimeter. So who will tell you that shots were being fired?
Anybody can call in a report of gunshots being fired to our dispatch. It could be somebody working on the installation. It could be our gate guards. But we did hear a report of gunshots fired from an on-base installation nearby.
And Lieutenant Colonel, what is your procedure for this type of situation? I mean, everybody's I'm sure out here, traffic is backed up.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you feel like this was appropriate, or did you overreact to the situation?
No, ma'am, I don't think there was an overreaction. I think anytime we hear reports of gunshots fired on the installation, I mean, look, this is the center of basic military training. We take it very seriously. There's a lot of facilities on this installation that are very important to the Air Force, and we have to take every report seriously. Now, I would rather overreact to something than underreact and get it right. We can triage whether or not we responded appropriately later on, but as of right now, I am 100% confident we made the appropriate response and made all the right calls along the way.
Do you have a facility on base that is surrounded at this time, or the center of activity?
Surrounded, sir? Can you repeat the question?
Do you have a facility on base that's right now surrounded? the center ban any activity?
No, we initially went into lockdown, kept people in place on the installation to limit the traffic. Right now, all traffic has been released with the exception of this gate right here. So people are free to move about the installation. Nobody's on lockdown, nobody's shelter in place. So we've returned basically to normal operations, sir.
Is this investigation being led by you or SAPD, or who's leading this investigation?
Right, so any situation that deals with both jurisdictions, both off and on base, we rely heavily on our off-base local police departments to cover down on the jurisdictional properties off base. In this case, SAPD, DPS, and Bexar County Sheriff's Office provided tremendous support for our off-base support, investigated all leads we needed them to, and provided us valuable information to respond appropriately.
Are they still going on? Are they still going on? I mean, is this an
No, as I said to the previous gentleman, we're closing down the scene. We're following up on some leads that we need to. But as of right now, there is no lockdown on JBSA-Lackland, and SAPD and all our local partners have been called to other duties, sir.
Where are the shots believed to have come from, sir?
One at a time, please.
Where are the shots believed to have come from?
Off base right now, sir. The location is still under review.
The general area around here?
Base or any kind of activity on base that could have been mistaken for gunshots coming from?
No, sir.
Direction?
We've heard it. I think the reason Jay's asking that is because we've heard a couple people mention, they heard something about the PX. Is that involved in any way?
No, the BX is not in this vicinity, sir.
So the traffic that's out here, when can they be expected to go back inside the base?
We'll make that determination when I'm clear for this press conference, sir.
same situation for the gate and military drive?
No, every gate on this installation that was normally open before the alleged shooting is now open, with the exception of this gate right behind me.
So earlier you said, and I know you just mentioned this, 2 suspected shooters, and right now you're saying you're not sure exactly how many or how many shots were fired.
Ma'am, we don't have a confirmed count on whether it was 1 or 2 shooters. We don't have that right now. Like I said before, we're following up on some leads to try to determine whether or not that was factual or not.
How many shots were fired reported?
Right now, reported just 2.
Was that reported by trainees inside the fence? Somebody who actually reported the shots fired?
Right now, we're working on getting those interviews right now, but it was reported by the nearest building that could allegedly hear those gunshots, sir.
And were the shots is that believed to have come from this general area?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, can you give us any indication on which of these facilities? I mean, we got a taqueria, hotel, all this jazz.
I cannot, sir. There's a lot of facilities around here, and I appreciate the question, and I guarantee you we're going to try to figure that out soon.
So the building that's in question, was this a regular commercial building, or was it something tied to JBSA?
Every installation inside our perimeter is tied to JBSA, so it was reported at one of the facilities nearby the perimeter.
So nearby, so outside of JBSA?
Yes, gunshots coming from outside JBSA.
So, but the report so you said one of the buildings reported, somebody in one of the buildings, so was that building within the perimeter of JBSA?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So we're going to have to get ready to wrap up. Colonel Lovelace still has quite a bit of phone calls that he needs to engage with in order to continue the investigation and determine whether lockdown, whether the gate situation is ready to be reevaluated. So if you have one or more questions, we have about 2 more minutes to wrap this up.
That your reports of whoever heard the shots, it was someone on the base that heard the shots?
Yes, sir.
And they heard 2, that's it?
Yes, sir.
Was it more than one person that heard them? Was it a group of people that heard them?
We're trying to confirm that right now, sir.
And then can you tell us about the decision to call it an active shooter lockdown at that point, based on just, possibly 2 shots heard?
Yeah, so in the moment calls are taken for any types of shots fired, we like to at least ease our way into it with some kind of speed, right? So while efficient, we have to take every call seriously, as I said before, and there's a method to doing that. And again, the appropriate response that we wanted to see was actually delivered today. And I would close by saying that not only our response was perfect, but I appreciate the response from all our local and off-base agencies, to include SAPD, Bexar County Sheriff's Office, Texas Department of Public Safety. They all came when the call was put out, and we can't do our job as efficiently without their support and the city's support as well. So while our defenders on the installation did exactly what they needed to do, kept everybody safe, took the appropriate response, put themselves in a line of danger, and ultimately saved the perimeter and made sure we can continue our very critical operations on JBSA. And again, I'd like to thank everybody for taking the time to address this situation, and have full confidence that security forces, JBSA-Lackland, has this under control. And any further follow-on leads will be presented through our public affairs. Any follow-up questions that you have, you can contact JBSA-Lackland Public Affairs, and we'll do our best to provide you with a prompt response.
Just confirming you don't have any suspect ID or descriptions. You're not.
Still under
actually saw
investigation.
anybody.
Still under investigation, sir.
Did anybody see anybody?
No injuries, sir.
Okay. And nobody actually saw a shooter, correct?
We're confirming that right now, sir.
I heard
Thank
you
you.
say alleged shooting. Is that the verbiage y'all are using now?
We're trying to confirm exactly what happened, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
We
Appreciate it.
appreciate it.
Have a nice day.
Okay, you have been listening live to Lieutenant Colonel Brian Lovelace, the commander for Security Forces Squadron at JB-Lackland. About 2 hours ago, someone on base reported hearing 2 gunshots from outside the base on the Valley High side gate entrance there, fired toward the base. The Lieutenant Colonel said that the Air Force responded appropriately and thanked DPS, Bexar County, and SAPD. No one was hurt. The lockdown there has been lifted. Of course, concern because Lackland is where every single Air Force trainee is trained, and it's the gateway to the Air Force. And so they are investigating this shooting today. And we will have more details on Eyewitness News at 4 and at KENS5.com. We now return you to programming.
Appreciate that.